Howdy guys, this is CoreCat13 welcoming you back for another episode of Kirby's Epic Yarn. Last time, we unlocked Hotland and did the bonus stages of World 1, which were Weird Woods and the Mole Hole. I love that play on words, that's great. And now, on to World 2. Oh yeah, I should also mention we bought some wool and we redecorated our house. It was fun. And now we're going to do something not quite that fun. We're heading to a desert level, which, as you guys are well aware, are not my favorite levels. But fortunately, this is one of the only ones in the game, so thank God. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? It is December the 27th, 2021. This is the day I finally accepted myself for who I am, and it is also Ben Tennyson's birthday. Yeah, this is the 16th anniversary of the original Ben 10 series debuting back in 2005. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to hop into Pyramid Sands. Which honestly, I think it's pretty appropriate. We're playing Hotland right now because it's fucking hot right now where I'm living. Because apparently, my part of the United States did not get the memo, that it is freaking winter. Anyway, so we got a few new enemy types here, such as this thing. Yeah, we got mummies, we got all kinds of stuff, like tornadoes. Which honestly, we just called that a Texas windstorm. Because, you know, tornadoes are fairly common in my part of the state. We're in what you might call Tornado Alley, but anyway. So that thing that I failed to grab, that thing I like to call a money bag. They're the money enemies for Kirby's Epic Yarn. You gotta have at least one of those. Let's see if I can respawn him, because he's actually worth a lot of money. Let's see here. I'm gonna jump on over here, jump on over here. Well, he respawned. Let's see if the money bag respawned. Because, you know, gotta have that money, man. Gotta have that money. I guess he doesn't. I guess because he's a rare enemy, he only appears once, so you gotta be on the lookout for him. I'm surprised that there's not a crocodile down there. I'm gonna let you live, because you're a Waddle Dee. I don't want Waddle Dees to die. Let's see here. I am, however, going to be taking your bow and arrow. Something that innocent does not need heavy artillery. Sorry, Waddle Dee. You get to survive. Yeah, I should also mention that for Christmas, I have gotten in my possession a Waddle Dee plushie. I'm pretty happy about that because I love Waddle Dees. Hence why I'm not stealing these guys' spears. I'm just kind of letting them live their lives. Also, I just noticed that that thing is 3D. Very interesting. Hello, Waddle Dee. Goodbye, Waddle Dee. Oh, crap. Ooh. Well, I did promise my cousin that I would not harm a Waddle Dee, but I didn't say anything about those things. I don't like them. They're not very nice. I already got a bounce on that Waddle Dee's head. And we have the 2-star patch. Yay! Oh. We got the Grolls from New Super Mario Bros. 2. Is it New Super Mario Bros. 2 or New Super Mario Bros. U when those things show up? I think it's U, but I could be wrong. Not that it matters. New Super Mario Bros. Is, like, after the freaking DS one, they're basically the same game. Although I guess you could say the same thing for, like, the original Super Mario Bros. Games, but they all have kind of their own identity. They all kind of evolve off each other. Like, the American Mario 2 is, even though it's like a repackaged Doki Doki Panic, introduced a lot of new Mario enemies, and made a lot of the characters distinct from one another. Like Princess Peach gaining her ability to hover, Luigi having a super jump, and stuff like that. Also, it made Toad relevant for some reason. I don't know. Although I do kind of like the fact that it's the blue Toad, not, you know, red Toad. They did rectify that in the remakes, but as of Super Mario 3D World, that is not canon. So I don't count it. I'm going to ignore that Waddle Dee. I cannot let a Waddle Dee die. I know it's weird that I'm even worried about a Waddle Dee, but still, oh my god. That thing. I hate those spike enemies. There are parts later in the game where they're in really, really stupid places. And I hate them. I hate these stupid freaking things. Oh my god. I want that money. I am willing to take the damage because I do not want to harm a Waddle Dee. I made a promise. I made a promise that I would not harm a Waddle Dee. Especially in the presence of a Waddle Dee. Like, seriously, I have one. I cannot let Waddle Dee down. What's this? Oh my god, we're a motorbike. Or some sort of car. Interesting. Anyway, we are getting introduced to a brand new mechanic. This is the off-roader, I guess. I don't know. They're basically kind of like races, almost. And yes, there is a level later on in World 2 where you have to play this for an extended period of time, and it sucks. And this music gets really, really, really irritating. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Oh well, I don't care. Whew! Good. That's what I was aiming for right there. I think this will be the first time we finish a stage with a silver rank. Yep, it is. Hello. How you doing? You get to die. I want to throw into the Cyclops. Oh well. Give me all that money. Oh, never mind. We finished with a gold rank. Hell yeah. Good on you, Goodfeel. You made it less awkward. And now we dance. So happy. Look at him go! Okay, is it just me, or is there, like, little, like, dark spots on the sides of Kirby's feet? For some reason, I'm seeing that. I don't know. Oh, sleepy Waddle Dee! Okay, I was just doing that because we didn't have a cute gasm last episode, so we needed one. That was pretty cool. That was real cool. Oh my god, lava landing. Oh, I like this level. This level is awesome. Then again, I had made it pretty damn clear that I like fire levels, but there's a reason. And the reason is this music. I love the music of lava landing because it is not the traditional music you would hear in a fire level. It's actually pretty quiet. Like, it's more somber, I guess? Like, I don't know how to describe this music, but it's so good. It's so... I heard a Waddle Dee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I broke my promise. I broke my promise that I heard a Waddle Dee. I must make up for it by destroying this bomb. Or bomber, actually. No, I'm not kidding. That's this thing's official name. His name is Bomber. And in regular Kirby games, this guy would give you the Crash ability. That's pretty neat. But since this is not a normal Kirby game, yeah. He does not provide you with the awesomeness that is the Crash ability. Instead, giving you the, just giving you a nice little bomb for you to handle. It is neat. Anyway. Love these graphics, man. Just this floor. This floor is pretty cool. Anyway. You do actually want to do this. Then do that. And then let it erupt. And you get some money. Hooray. That's an interesting little enemy right there. I don't know why he exists, but I like him. And man, I'm getting my ass handed to me today, I tell ya. Alrighty. Oh, please don't disappear, please don't disappear, please don't disappear. Oh. I think I just lost my bronze rank. That sucks. The hell is that? Okay, that was my own fault. I was getting reckless. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, I can actually step on these guys. Completely forgot about that. What's over here? Oh, shoot. Ooh! Man! I think we are sucking this episode. The Let's Play curse has come to bless us with its awfulness. Alrighty, let's throw that there. Let it blow! I bet the people of New York are probably, like, they would love to be in freaking Lava Landing right now, because from what I heard, New York got hit pretty bad. Like, they had some snow, like nuts. Anyway, we're getting introduced to a new mechanic! Kirby, why'd you go that way? Yep, we can turn into a rope snake. We can grab some money. Let's see here. And now, another Metamortax. Using the awesome power of the Wiimote, you can make things fall. I think there's a whole level dedicated to this particular power-up too. I'm not sure. It's one of the bonus stages, but I don't recall. It has been a while. I guess you could say, kind of like Super Mario Sunshine, this is kind of the first time I've played this game in a really long while. Like, I would play, like, the first little bit of Kirby's Epic Yarn, and then I would just kind of stop, because, you know, I just have other things to do, other games to play, but this is the first time I've legitimately tried playing Kirby's Epic Yarn. And also, not the first time I've recorded it, but this is the first time I'm doing it, like, officially as an LP. Oh boy. Well, it wouldn't be a volcano level without the volcano trying to collapse in on you. Oh no, you're gonna make me hurt this Waddle Dee. I'm sorry, Waddle Dee, I need this star. Well, I don't need it, but it does help with money. I do have monetary problems. Kirby has issues with money. And yes, that money is going to come into play with you continuing to build that stupid apartment complex, because Kirby is a maintenance worker, don't you know? You know, it's gotta suck to be a maintenance worker during this time of the year, because from what I understand, a lot of maintenance workers and, like, construction workers and stuff like that, they don't get a day off. Oh, shoot. That sucked. But yeah, so I heard they don't get a day off, really. And that would mean that they're off in the cold a lot of the time. And honestly, my heart does go out to them, you know? It does, in fact, suck. I don't really care about that. I mean, I do, but I don't. Yeah, whatever. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Just had a lot of respect for people that work in that field, I guess. Nope. And don't worry, this thing isn't gonna go off a second time, so anyway. No fireworks for us. So happy. Man, we had a rough start that episode. Or this episode, I guess. Also, what does that stone lamp look like? I cannot be the only one that thinks it looks kind of perverted. Oh, the sleepy Waddle Dees back. Okay, is it just me or is this game loading a lot faster now that we're in World 2? I don't know. Also, we got another genie. Year. He seemed happy. I do like the background to World 2 in this game. It looks really neat. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, look at this world. This world looks freaking fantastic. I like the environment. It's neat. Let's see here. I think I'll probably play this level and call it an episode. I'm not real sure. But, you know, after that wonderful fun we had over in Lava Landing, we get more wonderful music. And batons from the Mega Man series. Hooray! And the best part about those things is that they actually provide you with 3 bullets instead of 1. It's fantastic. Anyway, so I don't want to do that. And now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get up there. Ooh, man, just barely. I knew there was something special about being up here. This is a really nice looking level. Kirby, what are you doing? Get down there. I don't know why Kirby's having issues following directions today. Might just be the Wii U. I don't know. I've had issues with Wii U playing Wii games before. Like, I remember during my LP of Super Paper Mario that I had issues with the Wii U whenever I was recording that for some reason. Like I said, I have no idea what that was about. It was stupid. Ooh, what's this? I see rainbows! Kirby likes rainbows. Oh, hello. Ooh, I got a crystal. I like crystals. Oh, good. That thing doesn't disappear. That's good. Good, good, good. You know, that looks like it would hurt. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It looks painful. Oh. We got us a frog. I don't like the frog. The frog tried to eat me. Kirby don't appreciate things trying to eat him. Kirby eats the frog. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kirby liked frog legs. I mean, considering all the frogs he's had to fight as of lately, I would tell you. Like, there's this annoying-ass frog boss from Kirby Triple Deluxe. I fucking can't stand him. He sucks. He's like the hardest boss in the game. He's like, I think he's not even in the final world. He's like, ugh, he's so annoying. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's mean. He has all these attacks that are really hard to dodge and all that. It's just, ugh. And like I think his name is Pyrabit. Yeah, his name is Pyrabit. Fuck that boss. He sucks. Speaking of things, get out of here. I don't like your bat. Oh man, that thing is huge. Getting all the big boys today. And today in the news, Kirby does this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew! Nearly got ran over by that guy. Oh, mercy. Let's see here. What to talk about. Well, I guess one thing I could talk about is, like, in recent news, literally, as of Christmas, the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, the James Webb, has finally launched, which is really nice. Like, it's about damn time the James Webb Space Telescope launched. I mean, that thing's been on the back burner for fucking ever. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Like, I think it was supposed to go up in 2018, and then for some reason, like, it just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And it really sucks because, like, this is, like, probably one of the most important... Ow. Yes. Like, it could be one of the most important inventions humanity ever creates, because it will allow us to see towards the beginning of time. It'll give us a really big insight into reality. Get out of here. So yeah, I'm just happy it finally got launched. And it'll be heading to, I forget which Lagrange point. Lagrange point, by the way, is where the gravity between the Earth and the Sun equalize, basically. A lot of planets have these. Earth actually has 5 of them. I didn't want to go down there. Earth has 5 Lagrange points, and I think it's heading to L... Yes, it's heading to L1. I forget where L1 is, though. Like, the L1 Lagrange point. Oh, wow, that was... Oh, that was really, really damn close. And speaking of close, these things. Let's see here. Oh, my god. I don't know why, but it reminded me of the other thing I wanted to talk about. Black hole planets. So, scientists have had this hypothesis, apparently, that black holes can actually host planets. And, you know, that makes sense. They have accretion disks and stuff. That would probably act the same way as a planetary nebula. But that's not the weird part. The weird part is the name they gave to a black hole planet. The name for a black hole planet is, and I quote, a blanet with a B. Blanet. What? Why planet? I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, you know, a planet is a wandering star, so I guess that makes sense. Planemo makes sense because those are referring to rogue planets. Nemo means no one in Latin, so that makes sense. But why planet? Planet. That's certainly unique. I'll give them credit. But what's even funnier is the name for black hole planetary systems. You ready for this? You're not going to believe this. Black holery system. Black holery systems. I wish I was kidding, but I am not. Also, now we're a mole. Again. Didn't I mention last episode that I didn't remember, like, when the next time we would get to use the mole power-up was? I guess we're using it now. I don't know why, but I completely forgot that we use this in Cool Cave. Oh well, we get to hear this wonderful music again. I am not harming that Waddle Dee. That Waddle Dee gets to live. See you later, Waddle Dee. You enjoy your little nap. I bet my Waddle Dee right now would love a nap. He's like, Mom, could you please stop talking? I'm tired. I'm acting like my plush is alive. Good lord. Let a woman dream, okay? I wish my Waddle Dee was alive and I could cuddle a real-life Waddle Dee. Because Waddle Dees are wonderful. Honestly, I didn't expect to get a Waddle Dee, but there he is. He's just kind of chilling out. And right now he's guarding my ice cream, which I think is appropriate, because, you know, Waddle Dees usually like sweet things. Kirby loves sweet things. In fact, in World 3, we will be entering a world full of sweet things. A world called Treat Land, which will have a sequel in Kirby's Woolly World, where Yoshi's third world also happens to take place in a treat area, which I think is kind of weird, but oh well. At least it's unique. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Fucking Flamer. Which, by the way, yeah, that is what that thing is called. Its name is Flamer. Anywho. Huh. You know, I just noticed something. All these areas are actually interconnecting to each other. That's pretty cool. And now we have Happy Kirby Dance. Booyah! That is awesome. Yeah, we didn't get a decent streak this episode, I'm sorry. 83, man, that's pathetic. Yeah, well. We are in World 2, things are going to step up from here, so... Things to keep in mind as the Waddle Dees chant the awesome name of Kirby. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much today. Oh well, that's nothing new. Oh, hello. Is that a sauropod? Why did the sauropod eat the meat? I cry foul! Sauropods are herbivores. Oh well. What can you do? Oh well. I did not talk about anything this episode. I am so sorry. Anyway, hope you guys had a great holiday. And next time on Kirby's Epic Yarn, I guess we'll wrap up here in Hotland. I didn't expect this to go as fast as it did, but... Oh well. See you guys later. Bye. I'm gonna have some ice cream now.